In 2017, I delivered a lecture at IIT Madras, and I brought up this issue of religiously profiled sexual grooming in 2017, specifically calling out what's happening in Kerala. So one of the panelists on the debate, I think it was Mr. Poonawala, who basically said, how is 3,000 ballooning to 32,000? I think that's a fair point to make. Perhaps let's just flip the tables here and ask a slightly different question. Did we have even 3,000 mob lynchings in this country for us to actually make a story out of it? We had barely 10 or 15, and even some of them were inaccurate. And effectively, India was branded a Lynchistan for that particular issue or episode. Here, at the very least, there is an admission that there are 3,000 cases to be dealt with. And still the fight is about why is 3,000 being projected as 32,000? Why aren't we actually looking at the causality behind the 3,000 cases? That's a question that we need to ask. In 2021, the Catholic Church and its leaders came out with statements specifically to the effect that love and narcotics jihad was equally affecting girls from the Christian Catholic community of Kerala. You know what? Lutyens media then went after the Catholic Church as well. There were articles, reams and reams of articles written against them. I don't hold brief for the Catholic Church. I'm sure everybody who knows my position on some of these issues can vouch for that. But the fact of the matter is this. So everybody is lying. Is that the position today? There is absolutely nothing worth looking into. I say this with all the humility at my command. I genuinely don't care for the BJP versus Congress politics anymore. For the simple reason that I am not a professional spokesperson. I think they have able spokespersons to actually represent their position. So I won't get into that. But I am seriously concerned about what's happening in Kerala. We are being told that if you happen to be a national majority, you never get to actually call yourself a victim under any circumstances. As Hindus, this is the position. In 2011, the population of Hindus in Kerala was 54.7%. The combined population of Muslims and Christians in Kerala was 44%. This was 2011. We are in 2023. There are several scholars who go to the extent of saying that the Hindu population, the actual practicing Hindu population in Kerala has come down to close to 40% or perhaps even less. I have even more alarming figures. And let me say this as a matter of public record. Ashrams have been set up in Kerala to rehabilitate such girls who have been pulled out of these circumstances, who are actually victims of love jihad, so to speak, or sexual grooming. I know this for a fact that some of them reached out to me for legal help because they were being targeted by the leftist establishment and the jihadi establishment of Kerala for actually putting certain facts on record and for rehabilitating these girls and getting them to speak their stories in public domain. This is the reality of what's happening in Kerala. Allow me to also say this. Kerala is not an aberration. There's a very targeted history here, and Kerala is not the only state where this is happening. This is happening across the country. Whether it's a BJP-ruled state or a non-BJP-ruled state, the modus operandi and the people who are being targeted does not change. That's a reality. Now, answering the question of certain Strawman comparisons between banning of Fana and banning of Kerala story, Fana effectively was a clear valorization of the Kashmiri separatist movement. And therefore, it attracted sedition law. It had to be banned, and there was nothing wrong about it. Unfortunately, it was not banned across this country. That's a fact. I am not a free speech absolutist when it comes to two aspects, sedition and religion. I'm very clear about that. There are certain restrictions that I certainly observe when it comes to this, because what I'm capable of saying about someone else can be said against me as well and my faith as well. So it's a two-way street. I'm very, very careful about that as a practicing Hindu. Point number 3. I have to ask myself only this question. What does it show when you see the reactions for Kashmir files as well as the Kerala story?
Yeah.
Hindus can never ever claim or at least state with facts supporting them that they are at the receiving end of a religiously motivated atrocity, one way or the other. Religion, fight for women, and attacking the female identity is at the heart of what is known as sexual grooming, which is crudely dubbed as love jihad. I won't call it love jihad. I will call it religiously profiled sexual grooming. It's the very same kind that's happened in London and in UK for several decades, so to speak. This is no different. Why do we believe as if this is something that is exclusive to Bharat? Wherever there's a certain population, this is happening across the world.
Right.
I think even UK has finally started speaking up despite its political correctness filters and multiculturalism filters.